We are currently at critical times for global security, as well for the stability and peace in the Middle East. Iranian aggression is rising, not just in nuclear program, but also in its regional attacks. Iran takes over failed states, forcing them to defend Iranian interests while committing severe human rights violations. We view with great concern the attacks conducted against our partners in the region, attacks that, according to our assessments, are being carried out under the guidance and approval of Iranian leadership, employing weapons, some of which are produced in Iran, and implementing know-how, operational know-how gained in Iran. In facing such challenges, we must stand strong, united, determined. A nuclear deal, if signed with Iran, does not mark the end of the road. Action must be taken to ensure that Iran does not continue to enrich its additional facilities, and oversight must be increased. It is essential that the IAEA continues to investigate and monitor the open files. We must ensure that the advanced centrifuges are not found in other facilities. Development of ballistic missiles capable of carrying nuclear warheads must be stopped. All steps must be taken to ensure that Iran never becomes a nuclear threshold state. The world must never come to terms with it, and Israel will never come to terms with it. We also see what is happening in Iraq when Iran is currently trying to intervene with its Quds force in center of influence, despite the loss of their supporters in the last elections. Iran exploits civilian flights from Tehran to Damascus International Airport to transport weapons under the illusions of civilian equipment. Iran also endangers the lives of innocent civilians by transferring weapons in containers that arrived to the port of Latakia. Iran violates the freedom of navigation. Even worse, Iranian UAV attacks have claimed innocent lives, such as the British and Romanian civilian killed in the Mercer Street attack off the Gulf Coast. Iran also endangers civilian flight, which could be hit by UAVs that cannot change courses. Iran is responsible for arming proxies in Lebanon and undermining the country's governance. Just last week in Israel, we saw a number of Hezbollah attempts to violate Israel's sovereignty. In this context, I have a clear message for Hezbollah. Their operatives are familiar with the noise made by our airplanes and with their capabilities. If we are required to respond to the attack in order to defend ourselves, we will do so, and we will cause great damage to the terror organization and its surroundings. The state of Lebanon will unfortunately have to be held responsible. We will not hesitate to act anytime and anywhere to ensure Israel's security.